From the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas, welcome to Championship Sport. 2 hours of ringside excitement featuring the world's greatest professional wrestlers.
Championship Sports on the air for a Saturday on the Super Ones. Hello, everyone. Craig Johnson. Well, I would say Percy Pringle is here, but he's not here today. But we'll talk about what happened last night and about all the various things that are going on here in the USWA, because I tell you, we've got a lot of things going on, and you'll be able to find out about all of them today. Who's on the card? Let's tell you. We'll see Simply Irresistible Jeff Jarrett. Superstar Bill Dundee will be here. He's got a big match coming up against Jerry the King Lawler for the world title. Hollywood John Tatum is here. Stunning Steve Austin is here, and we may hear a little bit about Gentleman Chris Adams, too. Matt Borne is here. He will be joined today by Percy Pringle. I'm glad Percy had time to join Mr. Borne and not be out here today. Kerry Von Erich is scheduled to be with us, as Kevin will also be with us to talk about what he wishes for, and the wish may upset one gorgeous Gary Young. Also, we've got Brickhouse Brown, Sweet Daddy Falcone. They're joined by Reggie B. Fine. Also, the unofficial marshal of the USWA, Jimmy Jack Funk, Billy Joe Travis, and a lot more. An action-packed show, 2 hours, right here on the Super Ones, KTVT. We hope you join us. Get ready. Go get whatever you need, because we're going to have action when we come back in just a moment.
Thinking about driving trucks for a living? Good decision. Going to Tri-State for your training? Smart move.
After your training at Tri-State, you could be driving. Tri-State is one of America's leaders in truck driver training, teaching people just like you to drive the big rigs for a secure future.
In Dallas, Fort Worth, or Garland, call the location nearest you.
Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to, and I can tell the way you do the things you do, the way you do the things, baby, the way you do.
Pearl knows you can't do all the things you do with only one pair of glasses. So now when you buy one pair with the Pearl coupon, you get a second pair free.
You make me feel all right.
Offer available at participating Pearl locations and at Pearl Express, where you get glasses in 1 hour.
Hey, now, fourth grade picnic. Go moving.
There's Annie.
Ah, gorgeous, huh?
Treasure my lunch for the Chicago team card.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, here's our class mother with the Kool-Aid.
That's all my gang drinks. No more soda.
Really?
Yeah, Kool-Aid has less sugar.
Less sugar?
20% less, and every little bit helps.
Look.
Ah, so that's the mush I found in Chris's backpack.
Oh.
Having kids means having Kool-Aid.
Less sugar than soda, huh?
There's something keeps troubling me. Troubling me in the back of my mind. Am I a fool for being in love? I wanna know. Yeah. I'm taking all that I can.
No matter how hot it gets, Sport Grip lets your hands keep their cool. Get a Sport Grip on it.
Even if you're a doctor, lawyer, or Indian chief, look out. You still don't want to burn money, do you? Then why pay for chain store's high overhead and fancy display? Gaines Corner Sectional, competitors $16.95, London's $8.96, Super Comfort Pillow Top Sofa $5.96, King Size Bassett Wall Bed, competitors $29.95, London's $18.94. Buy today and we'll deliver tonight. 0 down or 0 interest with your good credit. 1-800-752-9539 in Texas, 626-2811 in Fort Worth. By the way, are you a Munnins customer?
Well, General Skandor Akbar, you requested some time early on the show, but quite frankly, I'm surprised to see the gentleman to your right.
I've always said that Chico Torres was a splendid athlete, a great competitor, and over the past few months you have seen me literally harass, humiliate, intimidate, and everything within Devastation Incorporated's power to get this man to sign with Devastation. I want to clarify one thing, so listen and listen good. This was not an intimidation factor. I'm happy, as you can see. There was no fear involved. Chico, do you feel intimidated, young man?
No, sir, Mr. Akbar. I don't feel intimidated at all.
Do you feel any fear?
I don't feel any fear, Mr. Akbar.
So clearly this was simply a business transaction. As you can see, I have my trusty checkbook and my pen, and I am going to reconstruct the USWA, and as usual, you'll be looking at Skandor Akbar at the top of the hill.
I've got to ask Chico Torres something here. You know, this man has said just about everything in the book. You sure there's no intimidation involved here?
There's no intimidation. I've never been scared of Mr. Akbar and this man. This is just a business deal. And the name of the game is making money, and that's what I'm gonna make a lot of money with Mr. Akbar.
Chico.
Sounds like you may have sold your soul to Devastation.
Just a moment. What did he just tell you? That he is not afraid, he is not intimidated. It's strictly a business transaction. Don't get me upset. All right, Chico, you're looking at the new junior heavyweight champion of the world. You are looking at a man that was going to the top with my managerial genius, Chico Torres. And Chico, I want you to go back, and I want you to meditate, and I want you to think about your hands high in the air with that championship belt, the newest member of Devastation, Chico Torres.
Well, quite a surprising predicament. And General Akbar, we have a match with Jeff Jarrett scheduled here, so I've got to get back to my broadcast position and get ready for the match.
Well, I've got some business to take care of around. I think I'll just hang around, Craig. I think I'll just hang around.
All right, well, I have business to do, and I will take care of that right now by introducing simply irresistible Jeff Jarrett. Well, quite a surprise. Chico Torres, a member of Devastation Incorporated, and Skandor Akbar remains at ringside, greeting the fans. But there is Jeff Jarrett going around the ring, but Skandor Akbar has not left, and it seems like the checkbook is in hand. I don't know what he has in mind here. Simply irresistible, Jeff Jarrett getting set for action here.
Peace, wait, peace. I want you to listen to something, son. I said all along that this man could be world's heavyweight champion. But first, I want you to think about something, Jeff. You're sitting here every week struggling, you're scratching, you're eating beans when you could be eating caviar. Son, I have my checkbook, and I'm offering you $5,000 right now to sign with Devastation Incorporated. Hey, Jeff. Son, I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime. I'll make the check out.
Let me tell you something, Akbar. I think I'm doing just fine without your help. And anyway, you couldn't buy me for no amount of money.
Well, I think we have the answer to that question. Jeff Jarrett getting set to take on Chuck West, and there is a very upset General Skandor Akbar. Yes, sir.
Well, there's an old cliche that I've always said. Either you're with Devastation or you're on the other side of the fence. And this young man just clearly said that he's on the other side of the fence.
Well, apparently the checkbook of Devastation not enough to convince Jeff Jarrett to take the money road. Jeff Jarrett against Chuck West. Simply Irresistible locks up and a nice arm drag, taking Chuck West down. To the ropes, front face lock, going for a suplex. Nice snap suplex by Jeff Jarrett. Down with the elbow. 2 times. 1 more, and 3's the charm. Jeff Jarrett in control against Chuck West. General Skandor Akbar out there, apparently trying to sign a few wrestlers for Devastation Incorporated. Jeff Jarrett will not be one of them. Flips him over the back, and Jarrett in control from the get-go here. There's a nice body slam. To the ropes goes Simply Irresistible Jeff Jarrett. And the drop kick from the second rope. There's a count of 1. That's 2, 3. Chico Torres hits the ring. The newest member of Devastation Incorporated, getting some work done early as he goes against Jeff Jarrett. Backdrop. And now here's Scott Braddock, the untouchable one. Hello. An unscheduled meeting of Devastation Incorporated. And here comes gorgeous Gary Young. Jeff Jarrett taking on all 3 members of Devastation Incorporated. And now Skandor Akbar comes in. Akbar saying, are you going to sign now? He's got the pen in hand. Chico Torres, Gary Young, Scott Braddock, and now Akbar will add his 2 cents. He wanted to add $5,000 earlier, but Jeff Jarrett didn't want any part of Devastation. Jeff Jarrett taking on 4 men as Gary Young, Scott Braddock, and Chico Torres. And now Akbar says once again, will you take the check? Will you sign with Devastation? And once again, it seems to be Jeff Jarrett paying for not signing instead of getting paid for signing. A series of elbow drops by the members of Devastation Incorporated. Here's the superstar. Bill Dundee comes in. He's clearing house. The odds are still in Devastation's favor, but it seems like the superstar and Jeff Jarrett taking the worst of this. Fans, this is getting out of control. I think we're going to have to take a break here and try to get some control. Let's take a break and be back in just a moment.
Where do you get that great car?
Your Carco!
And where do you find selection, quality, and financing? Your Carco, of course. At your Carco, you'll find not only a huge selection of cars and trucks, but we'll also finance you regardless of your past credit history or even a bankruptcy with a flexible payment plan to fit your budget.
Our goal is for you to have the car you've always wanted at the payments you can afford.
So call our 800 number for the Your Carco location nearest you, because we want to be your car company.
Did you know that Coulter's caters? They sure do. And with the holidays coming up or company parties to plan, somebody's got to do all that work. At Coulter's, they can help. Whether it's a full-service catering you need or just some of their slow-smoked barbecue, sliced fresh, ready to pick up and serve to your guests, all you got to do is dial Coulter's 265-8377. So dial them up, let them help, and you'll see why you'll find the best Texas barbecue
at Coulter's. Coulter's Barbecue.
Even if you're a doctor, lawyer, or Indian chief, look out. You still don't want to burn money, do you? Then why pay for chain stores' high overhead and fancy display? Gaines Corner Sectional, competitors $16.95, Muntins $8.96, Super Comfort Pillow Top Sofa $5.96, King Size Bassett Wall Bed, competitors $29.95, Muntins $18.94. Buy today and we'll deliver tonight. 0 down or 0 interest with your good credit. 1-800-752-9539 in Texas, 626-2811 in Fort Worth. By the way, are you a Muntins customer?
There's something keeps troubling me. Troubling me in the back of my mind. Am I a fool for being in love? I wanna know. Yeah, I'm taking all that I can.
No matter how hot it gets, Sport Grip lets your hands keep their cool. Get a Sport Grip on it.
My mama told me you better shop around. Oh yeah, you better shop around.
The Limited?
Close time. I try to get yourself a bargain, hun. Don't be sold on the very first one.
Dillard's?
Close time. My mama told me you better shop around.
Foley's?
Close time.
Close Time. Designer brands at 20 to 50% off.
You better shop around.
General Skandor Akbar is out here. We've got a match with Bill Dundee scheduled. We don't have an interview.
It's just a transaction. Don't interfere in my business, Greg.
And Bill Dundee makes his appearance with Tessa.
Super Bill Dundee. Yeah, I know a while ago you were excited. You got up in all the heat of the emotions. But son, listen. You know what I could do. You know how much money I have. I want to sign you, Bill Dundee. You could be the greatest champion of them all. I know you even beat Jarrett.
Superstar Bill Dundee with an authoritative answer for the General. And here comes Devastation again. Devastation Incorporated. If they can't sign them, they're going to beat them up. Superstar Bill Dundee wouldn't sign. Here's Billy Joe Travis. Here's Jeff Jarrett. And all of a sudden, Devastation's meeting is out of order and leaving the building. We have a match scheduled with Superstar Bill Dundee in action. And General Skandor Akbar, not once, but twice already today, has disrupted matters with his very large checkbook. There is the lovely Tessa. And this is maybe the match made in heaven. Tessa and Superstar Bill Dundee. They look quite happy together. The opponent for Superstar Bill Dundee is scheduled to be the Dog of War. Clifford Long, your referee for this event. And they look quite happy. That's a nice looking couple there. And here, we can't say nice looking about that. The Dog of War entering with the chain. Well, General Skandor Akbar with a lot of money apparently at his disposal. He wasn't here for a couple weeks. Maybe he's gotten some new investors in Devastation Incorporated to back up to try to rebuild Devastation as if it needed rebuilding. A series of rights by the Superstar and the Stomp. Superstar Bill Dundee, who's on top of the world. We'll talk to him because quite a bit has been going on with concerning the bounty with Hollywood John Tatum and the man who tried to collect that bounty, Jerry the King Lawler. We'll tell you about that a little bit later. But in the ring, it's Superstar Bill Dundee. Snapmare by Dundee, followed by a knee to the chin. Kick out after a count of one. Bill Dundee with the arm bar drags the Dog of War over and now stretches out that arm. Superstar Bill Dundee, did he just say, I love you? I just think he said, I love you to Tessa. It wasn't talking to that man, the dog of war. I know that. To the ropes they go. Dog of war with a break. And to the ropes they go. Oh, very well done. Started out as a sunset flip, turned into a neck breaker. Into the corner. Left, right, left, and we're not talking about marching. Another right by the Superstar. And there's the Superstar sleeper. There goes the dog. And there you see, it's locked in tight. The dog of war. Clifford Long checks him once. He checks him twice. Ring the bell. This dog has been put to sleep. And your winner, Superstar Bill Dundee. Well, it's time to talk to the Superstar as I make my way over to ringside. There's America's loveliest couple, I think we should say. Superstar Bill Dundee, who had quite an evening last evening against Jerry the King Lawler. I want to talk to you about that, but apparently we have a few words from the unified world champion, Jerry the King Lawler. Let's take a look at that right now.
Bill Superstar Dundee. Now, isn't that a name? Isn't that a real classy handle? Handle. I use that kind of CB jargon for all of you redneck, clod-kicking Texas hillbillies so you can understand. What's your handle there, good buddy? You know where I'm coming from now, don't you? Well, Bill Superstar Dundee is a name that insignificant little low-life insect pinned on himself to try to impress all of you idiots. Well, Dundee, it may impress the people here in this backward state of Texas, but it don't impress me. Because you see, as you can read right here on my shirt, it says King Jerry Lawler. And this is not just some name that I pulled out of the air. This is a name, brother, that I earned by knocking off every contender that ever got in front of me. But you, Dundee, you sat down one night and you scratched that little old head of yours and you said, what can I do to try to make these people out here respect me? What can I do to pull the wool over their eyes so they can't see through me and realize what a wimp I really am? Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. I don't need a light to see through you, boy. I know you for exactly what you are. You are nothing. I started to say you're a has-been, but no, you're not. You're a never was, Dundee. You have never beaten anybody of any stature. You have never won any title that means anything. And you, most importantly of all, are not championship material. Need I say that any plainer, Dundee? You couldn't beat me, brother, if you came to that ring with a gun in one hip and a straight razor in the other. Because, Dundee, you ain't half the man I am. That's why I'm the world champion, and that's why you are struggling to get to where I am. But believe me, Bill Superstar Dundee, as long as there's a breath in my body, you ain't ever gonna get there. Is that clear?
A world title match for superstar Bill Dundee.
Jerry Lawler, you cease to amaze me, punk. You never said one word about getting beat. I guess you just go home, and anything bad that happens to you, you just block it out of your life. Well, it ain't no blocking out, brother. Everybody in this building saw 1, 2, 3, and that makes me the winner, baby. Now, like I said before, would you like to be married to the world's heavyweight champion, baby?
Sure would.
All right. I go win that just for you. So, Lawler, it took all night of negotiations to get it signed. But Hollywood John Tatum did me a favor by putting a bounty on me, and you, stupid, came to collect it and never done it. All you done was shut your mouth off like you do every week, what you was going to do, and you didn't do nothing, brother. So that makes me #1 contender.
As a matter of fact, when I talked to Max Andrews of the USWA and matchmaker John Brazil, they were just as surprised, but really wanted to get that world title match set up.
That's right. Now it's time we got a world champion that the people can be proud of, one that likes the people and the people like him back. Lawler, if you don't like coming to Dallas, don't come, brother. Just bring the belt one more time. Leave it here, and we don't want to look at you no more, boy.
So have we settled the bounty situation with Mr. Tatum?
No, but like I said, Hollywood, I want to thank you personally, brother. I want to shake your hand because you... Oh, yeah, I don't mind telling you. The difference between me and you is my heart ain't on my sleeve. It's in here, brother. I like Tessa. Maybe it'd go a little further than that. But you're trying to tell everybody that you don't, and you do. That's why I got the match with Jerry Lawler, because you put a bounty on this little Australian, and he never collected it. All you did was put me the #1 contender for his belt, and that's taking place next week. Now, thank you, Hollywood John Tatum, and watch this, boy, because you'll never do this again. Now, I got another fella I want to talk to. The Dirty White Boy, managed by Ronnie P. Gossett. And we all know what the P stands for, Porky. Now, when I beat Jerry Lawler, I got the right, as the world's champion, to pick my next opponent. And my next opponent is you, Tony Anthony, of the Dirty White Boys, managed by Ronnie P. Gossett, because you're not putting your hands on this lovely lady. In fact, I don't like men that go around beating up their wives. Oh, and there's a lot of them out there. They go out on a Saturday night, drink a little whiskey, go home, beat up their old lady, then look in the mirror and say, look how tough I am, brother. That ain't tough. Anybody can beat up a woman. But you ain't, Anthony, never putting your hands on this girl again. So, John Tatum, I thank you. Jerry Lawler, I'm going to beat you. And Dirty White Boy, you're the next opponent. And for all of America, let's go, baby.
That's a hard act to follow, but he's got a big night coming up this Friday night. Superstar Bill Dundee against Jerry the King Lawler for the World Championship. Let's take a look at the whole Dallas card. USWA action comes to the Dallas Sportatorium Friday night, June the 8th. Bell time is 8 p.m. On the card, you'll see Hollywood John Tatum take on Jimmy Jack Funk. Billy Joe Travis faces off against Dirty White Boy Tom Burton. Jeff Jarrett versus Jeff Gaylord with Skandor Akbar. Chris Adams grapples with stunning Steve Austin, who's joined by Jeanne. A strap goes on top of a pole as Kevin Von Erich takes on gorgeous Gary Young. For the World Unified title, Jerry the King Lawler against superstar Bill Dundee. And a return match in a cage with Percy in a sling high above the ring as Kerry Von Erich takes on Matt Borne. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. The Sportatorium at the corner of Industrial and Katie's in Dallas.
Hello, I'm Merlin Olsen, co-host of the Children's Miracle Network Telethon. Speaking to you on behalf of Big Red. Big Red is proud to be a part of the $77 million raised last year to provide the special care these children so deservingly need. And this year, Big Red wants to help in making big miracles even bigger. But we're going to need your help. Just look for displays where Big Red is sold.
Drink a Big Red instead for a change of taste.
At Brumbaugh's DuPont Stainmaster Carpet on sale. DuPont Stainmaster with double stain protection, lifetime static control. Brumbaugh's Carpet Mill outlets have quality Stainmaster on sale at $7.99 a square yard, plus professional installation. And with 90 days, same as cash, or easy credit terms. Brumbaugh's Stainmaster Sale. Brumbaugh's north side, 28th and North Main in the Fort Worth Stockyards. West side, 7714 Highway 80 West.
There's something keeps troubling me. Troubling me in the back of my mind. Am I a fool for being in love? I wanna know. Yeah. I'm taking all that I can.
No matter how hot it gets, Sport Grip lets your hands keep their cool. Get a Sport Grip on it.
Where'd you get that great car?
Your Carco.
Where'd you get that great payment plan? Your Carco, of course. You know, finding a great car is one thing. Finding a way to pay for it is another. At your Carco, you'll get both. We'll finance your car regardless if you pass credit history, bankruptcy, or just plain bad luck. And we have a flexible payment plan to fit just about anyone.
Our goal is for you to have the car you've always wanted at the payments you can afford.
So call our 800 number for the Your Carco location nearest you, because we want to be your car company.
Hollywood John Tatum.
They're like a toad. I want to talk to you. Come over here.
You've got a match.
How can you just sit there when my heart's burning up inside like it is? I'm bleeding from inside. I work when John Tatum works. He works hard. When I wrestle hard. And Tessa, when I love hard. And baby, look into my eyes. I was looking deep. You can see I'm burning inside for you. I love you, and I've never loved anything more in my life, Tessa. I'm hurting real bad. Tessa, if there's one chance, one iota, anything left in our relationship while I'm in here wrestling, I hope you'll take that first step, the most important step of all, to coming back to me and come down that aisle and come be with me. And let's be together like we're supposed to be, Tessa. Okay? Please.
I don't think I've ever seen Hollywood John Tatum quite like that. Usually Hollywood John Tatum is a man never at a loss for words. Looks like he's wiping tears. But John Tatum, heartbroken to be without, I was about to say his Tessa, but that's not quite right. It's Bill Dundee's Tessa now. His opponent, Ed Robinson, an up-and-coming wrestler who
Tessa, take that first
has been one of the graduates of the Chris Adams Wrestling School. Has done quite well. Now that he's graduated, he's in action here against Hollywood John Tatum. And John Tatum still has quite a pout on his face. He is an upset man to be without Tessa. Did he just say, "I'm sorry" to Ed Robinson? He goes over offering a handshake, and even Ed Robinson won't give him a handshake. They lock up, and now headlock by Ed Robinson. Robinson bars the arm and then rolls him up for a count of two, and Hollywood John Tatum quite distracted. He rolls him up into a small package and gets a count of two. And now John Tatum looks a little bit upset. He used to have the Southern Heavyweight title. He used to have Tessa, but now he's lost both of them to Hollywood. Hollywood John Tatum has lost both of them to superstar Bill Dundee. A man quite upset. They lock up. Twisting the arm is Ed Robinson. Hollywood John Tatum grimaces in pain. And the crowd picks up the chant of Tessa loves Bill. To the rope. Bronco Lubitsch breaks it up. And John Tatum looks almost lifeless out here. Tatum, usually one of the most exuberant wrestlers that we've seen. A man, like I said, never at a loss for words. All of a sudden has come out here just a heartbroken man. And it's affecting his wrestling. He's going against Ed Robinson, and maybe now he's going to get mad. Maybe he's going to use that as the inspiration. Oh, that chop carried a message. And the message is, I'm a heartbroken man, but maybe this way I can get some of my pride and self-esteem back. There's that savate kick. As Tatum, always claiming to be the expert in the martial arts.
Tessa, come back to me, okay? I love you, Tessa. This is for you.
Dedicating the suplex to Tessa.
I love you. I made a mistake. I won't do it anymore.
He's saying, I love you. Come back, Tessa. Well, Hollywood John Tatum taking charge. Snapmare. To the ropes goes John Tatum. Knee drop to the forehead of Ed Robinson. And still the fans yell, Tessa loves Bill. Tatum sends Robinson to the ropes. Sunset flip. Will he go over? He's trying to keep his balance. So close, but no. Tatum with an authoritative smash to the head. And now Tatum setting him up. And there's the Cobra. The Cobra. The Cobra sleeper hold by Hollywood John Tatum. And Ed Robinson gives up quite quickly. A painful hold. The winner of the match, Hollywood John Tatum.
I won the match for you,
John
Tessa.
Tatum, the winner of the match.
I won
and
the
just
match
a couple
for you,
weeks
Tessa.
ago, we had a match that, well, was almost beyond belief. It was a barbed wire match. The entire ring was surrounded by barbed wire to try to settle the score between stunning Steve Austin and gentleman Chris Adams. Let's take a look at some of that action from just a few weeks ago. Adams now in control. Is he going to go for the pile driver? He sets Austin up. To the air he goes.
This could be it. This could be it. A perfect pile driver by the gentleman himself.
Jeanne looks on as gentleman Chris Adams goes to the rope himself. Adams looking down and to the knees. He pulled up the knees, stunning Steve Austin. Got the knee up into the midsection.
A very, very concerned look on Mean Jeanne here at ringside.
Look at the power move shown by stunning Steve Austin. He's gonna drop him over.
He's gonna drop him on those barbed wires. He's gonna drop him on the wire.
Adams fighting out of it. Adams fighting out of it. He's wiggling. He could get him on the backside. The roll up. 1, 2, 3.
He did it. He did it. The gentleman, Christopher Adams.
What's Jeanne doing? Jeanne making her way over to stunning Steve Austin.
She's got something in her hand. What's that in her hand? What's that in her right hand, Craig?
Austin goes over, and whatever it is,
she gave it to Austin.
It's brass knuckles.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute, Bronco!
He nails gentleman Chris Adams. Adams is out.
Here she comes.
Jeanne coming over by us. She's taking a chair up there. She's sending a chair into the ring. Jeanne sends a chair into the ring.
What's wrong with that woman? Has she lost her mind?
Steve Austin, oh, he's got the chair. He's going to try to finish Adams off. Down to the back of the neck. Adams writhing in pain. He's got the chair right across the back of the neck.
What is he going to do now?
He comes down right on the back of the neck. Adams
with a metal chair, Craig. He's going to do it again, it looks like.
The third time, down on the back of the neck. That can paralyze a man.
Sweet Jeannie's smiling now.
Oh, again. He throws the chair down.
Chris is writhing with pain down on the floor. He's hitting in the back of that neck with that chair.
Look at Jeannie! Look at Jeannie! Adding insult to injury, Stunning Steve Austin thinks he has the job done as he and Jeannie make their way up the aisle.
It looks like Chris is hurt.
Stunning Steve Austin with Jeannie. That barbed wire match took quite a toll on both of you.
Are you still talking about the barbed wire match? Let's forget about that, because today I want to talk about my favorite subject in the world. Something I love more than anybody or anything. I want to talk about myself. I love myself more than anything in the world, and let me tell you something. I am on my way to the top. I've proved that over and over again. With Jeannie by my side, I cannot be beaten. I've beaten Chris Adams in cage matches. I've beaten Chris Adams in a barbed wire match. I beat him scientifically. I've beaten him every which way I can. Last night I was supposed to have Chris Adams, and the stupid coward backed out because he said he had a neck problem. That's the biggest excuse in the world, baby. There's nothing wrong with you. You chickened out. Billy Joe Travis, I added you to the list last night. I'll walk on everyone I have to walk on my way to the top, because that's where I'm headed. Right, Jeannie?
Now, I was here at the Sportatorium last night, and I noticed there was no Chris. See, I told you he was a coward, and I would finally get rid of him. Now, you ladies, I have got for you a picture of Chris for my book. Now, look at this picture.
Hey, shut up.
This is going to be so funny. Now, I know you ladies out there don't like me. I mean, I have got beautiful clothes. I'm better looking than you. Now, look at your overweight husband now, sitting next to you. He is absolutely drooling all over me. Don't you know I'm trying to help you ladies? I mean, I'm adding so much more excitement to your lives.
Let me get a picture. Let me see that picture one more time. How about this stinking picture right here? Huh? Look at that. Compare that to me. No way, baby. There's no way.
Making his way to the ring is a man who may have a few things to say about that. Gentleman, Chris Adams. Now this, Chris, your neck has been hurt enough. You know, just let's try to keep some order here, folks.
If you think you have got rid of me, then you have another thing coming. The only reason today that I am wearing this tape and this neck brace is for one reason and one reason only, Jeanne Clark, and that's the...
Gentlemen, Chris Adams taking care of business with Stunning Steve Austin. As I get out of the way here. The chair that I've been sitting in may not be sittable anymore. As gentleman Chris Adams trying to get some revenge for that chair that went into his neck. Now to the table they go. Adams wants Austin in the ring. They go into the ring. It's a dogfight between gentleman Chris Adams and Stunning Steve Austin. Adams working with that injured neck. And he double pumped the super kick, put it right into the midsection. Gentleman Chris Adams, who was too injured even to come to the TV taping, and he hit him on the back of the neck. Steve Austin hits Adams on the back of that injured neck, and he goes after the neck again. A boot to the back of the neck of Gentleman Chris Adams by stunning Steve Austin. And now he's trying to take the brace off. He's got it off. That neck is unprotected. Remember, he had hit him with a chair almost. He was trying to break his neck, and now he's got him wrapped up in the ropes. Chris Adams helpless in the ropes. Double axe handle to the back. And now here comes Jeanne. Jeanne is stepping into the ring. Jeanne, the ex-wife of Gentleman Chris Adams. Adams says that's all in the past, but Jeanne apparently harboring a few memories from there. Austin taking charge, and Jeanne mocking Gentleman Chris Adams. Oh, not this again. Not this again. Jeanne getting set to slap Gentleman Chris Adams and gets him once. And gets him again. She just looking like she enjoys it so much. Is there... The crowd is roaring. It's Toni. It's Toni. Toni Adams coming to the ring. Toni looking mad. Gets into the ring. Hello. And look at the third. It's Gentleman Chris Adams taking charge, and Toni looks at Jeanne and says, "Lady, you're all mine." And there they go. Austin has his hands and throws Toni away. And now making their escape, Steve Austin and Jeanne. And Toni looks like she may go after him, and is going after him. Toni going up the aisle, chasing after Jeanne and stunning Steve Austin.
USWA, I'm back! Jeanne, you listen and you listen carefully. You've insulted my family. You've hurt Chris. You've tried to ruin his career. And you think that you're going to try and ruin our marriage. Well, you better understand one thing. I might be busy, but I've had enough. And the next time you interfere, ever, Jeanne, listen carefully, ever, I'll be here!
That's it. That's it. Enough said by Gentleman Chris Adams. Actually, enough said by Toni. We're going to take a break here and be back with more in a moment. The USWA on tour throughout the Great Southwest. At the Mesquite Rodeo Arena tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Box office opens at 10 a.m. The event sponsored by Arena Promotions at the Mesquite Rodeo Arena. You'll see USWA stars Matt Borne, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, and a girls tag team bout. In Fairfield, Texas, Saturday, June the 9th, bell time 8 p.m., sponsored by the Freestone County Reserve Deputies and the Freestone County War on Drugs. Action takes place at the Fairgrounds Rodeo Arena, where you'll see Matt Borne, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Steve Austin, Skandor Akbar, and a girls match. In Bowie, Texas, Monday, June 11th at 8 p.m., sponsored by KRJT FM Radio and the Senior Citizens Fund. Action at the VFW Hall, post 8789. You'll see Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, Chris Adams, and the girls. In Rogers, Texas, Tuesday, June the 12th at 8 p.m., sponsored by the Band Boosters and the Pizza Huts in Belton and Temple. Action at the Rogers High School Gym, where you'll see Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, a girls match, and Chris Adams. At Grapevine, Texas, Thursday, June the 14th at 7:30 p.m., sponsored by the AMBUCS, American Business Men's Club. At the Grapevine High School gym, you'll see Matt Borne, Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, and Chris Adams. In Ardmore, Oklahoma, Saturday, June the 16th, bell time 7:30 p.m., sponsored by KTEN TV at Ardmore Summerfest at Walker Stadium. You'll see Matt Borne, Kerry and Kevin Von Erich, and a lot more. Greenville, Texas, Thursday, June the 21st at 8 p.m., sponsored by KGVL and KIKT Radio. And in Waxahachie, Texas, Saturday, June 23rd at 8 p.m. at the high school gym, the USWA on tour.
No Touch, a new self-cleaning tire polisher. No washing, no scrubbing, not even wiping. Simply spray No Touch. Dirt magically disappears. It brings back the glossy luster, and your tires stay shiny for many weeks. And No Touch is completely safe for wheels and paint. No Touch is a revolutionary new tire care product. Try No Touch today, the cleaning and polishing tire wonder.
Where'd you get that great car?
Your Carco!
And where do you find selection, quality, and financing? Your Carco, of course. At your Carco, you'll find not only a huge selection of cars and trucks, but we'll also finance you regardless of your past credit history or even a bankruptcy with a flexible payment plan to fit your budget.
Our goal is for you to have the car you've always wanted at the payments you can afford.
So call our 800 number for the Your Carco location nearest you, because we want to be your car company.
Who's going to sell your truck or car part at the fraction of the new price and then give you a 30-day warranty on the part?
50 part?
Right, and who has all rear-wheel drive transmissions for $49, all tires for $5, or any car fender or door for $26.50?
50 part?
Yes, thousands of parts, lowest possible prices, and 30 days warranty. Hi, I'm Harry in Fort Worth, and...
Pick your part?
Don't say pick your part, say I'm TJ.
Oh, I'm TJ.
At?
Pick your parts? Dallas.
That's the last commercial I'm doing with you.
Pick your parts.
Hi, Alvin and Larry Deitches here to remind you how easy it is to shop at Joe Deitches Your Credit Jewelers.
We carry the finest jewelry at extra low prices, and we always offer our special personalized service and lifetime limited warranties on all Deitches diamonds and watches.
Not to mention how easy it is to get credit with us, even if you don't have a credit history. So remember our motto, if you need credit, you've got it.
At Joe Deitches, Your Credit Jewelers in Fort Worth, downtown, Ridgemore Town Square, and Fort Worth Town Center.
Last night here at the Sportatorium, they put a giant fence all the way around the ring. It was higher than I've ever seen a cage before. And what did it do? Well, it kept both wrestlers in the ring as Kerry Von Erich regained the Texas title by pinning Matt Borne 1, 2, 3. So Kerry Von Erich, the new Texas title holder, will have to see what happens as Matt Borne makes his way to the ring, joined by my old broadcast partner, Percy Pringle, and here they come. Wait a minute. Kerry Von Erich is the Texas champion, and Matt Borne's got the belt. Okay, we have a few questions, I guess, to ask. I just got finished telling the fans on television what a lot of the fans here already know, that Kerry Von Erich pinned you 1, 2, 3 for the Texas title, yet you have the belt. What's going on here?
Are you really as stupid as you look? First of all, Kerry didn't pin me last night. My foot was over the rope, but that doesn't matter. And as you know, if you be paying attention, as well as all these people paying attention, Kerry Von Erich seems to make the rules around here. And Kerry Von Erich very well stated, if you can remember back that far, that whoever walks through that cage with the belt is the champion. And who walked through the gate? Who has the belt? I did. I left Kerry Von Erich laying in the middle of the ring in a pool of blood. And I might add that this cage match next week with Percy Pringle dangling from a damn swing, it's a little ridiculous because it doesn't matter if Percy's in China. It doesn't matter if Percy's in Egypt, because Kerry cannot beat me, ever. When the cards are on the table, Kerry knows it, you know it, and I know it better than anyone else, that he can't beat me. And you people are forgetting, you're forgetting very much who has had the patience with you to deal with your ignorance through all these years. and that's Percy Pringle.
You know, with a family like you people, I don't need any enemies at all. It seems like you people have forgotten what I have done for the Sportatorium and professional wrestling. I'm the one that managed the first world-class world heavyweight champion. I started the Bring Back Eric Embry campaign. I made Eric Embry what he was. There's no doubt about that. He was nothing until I took him under my wing. I tore the banner off that wall. I hung up the USWA banner. Where do you get off putting me in a swing? I've done nothing wrong. If a family turns his back on me like you people have, forget it.
I just want to know one thing, Percy. What about the door closing yesterday? You so nicely...
Wait a minute, Percy. Have you ever seen Percy hit Carrie?
With his hand?
No, just answer the question. Have you ever seen him hit Carrie?
No, not personally, but with a door, yes. I think we have a few questions yet to answer. Percy Pringle slammed the door on Kerry Von Erich last night. And there you see the Texas belt being held by Percy Pringle. As action underway, Shane West is the opponent, and a quick roll-up by Shane West. But Matt Borne quickly taking charge. Oh! A left elbow, and Percy Pringle thinks they're going to cheer here. Okay. A thrust kick by Maniac Matt Borne. Belly-to-belly suplex. That may do it. 1, 2, 3. And the man who may hold the belt, but who is not the Texas champion. And Matt Borne throws West over the top rope to the floor. Maniac Matt Borne with the win over Shane West. While we see if there's anything left in Shane West, let's see how we can put the fundraising power of USA to work for you. USWA Wrestling Power can be fundraising power for your nonprofit organization. Any nonprofit organization can have the wrestling action from the USWA do the fundraising for you. Enjoy your own card featuring the stars of the USWA in action while experiencing the fundraising benefits for your nonprofit organization. Call our events coordinator Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time at 214-565-9217.
Texas, a handshake means a lot. And when we say you got a deal on that Chevrolet, you know that's what you got. Take a little drive, will make it worth your while. The best deal anywhere by a country mile. Durant Chevrolet.
Coakley and Associates, personal injury attorneys. Call now in Dallas 999-9999, in Fort Worth 444-4444.
And I remember growing up, I always wondered, how do these things begin? How did the Little League get started? How did the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts that my sister were involved in get started? And as I began to learn, I began to see it was my neighbors, it was my parents, it was my cousins. And so I grew up feeling that this is what people do in their communities. So I think all of us have a responsibility to get involved.
Getting involved makes better citizens. From True Value, we care.
Keeping your yard looking great can seem like an uphill battle. But you can do it with a little help from True Value Hardware Stores. Their Lawn Chief 20-inch Supreme Lawnmower handles cutting chores easily with a strong 3.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. It rolls smoothly around obstacles and provides a clean, even cut every time. Right now, you can get this 20-inch Lawn Chief mower for only $159.88 at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
Cheers! Weeknights at 5:30 on the Super One.
The Texas heavyweight champion once again, Kerry Von Erich. You took quite a beating last night, but it was after you regained the Texas title. But Percy Pringle, I don't know what's gotten into the man.
I'm very confused myself. Then again, I did tear his shirt, and Percy Pringle said, I'll get even. And I guess doing to what you did to me last night is getting even, huh? You know, they've told me I can either put you in jail by pressing charges, or I can take you back in the ring. Well, I'm in a business, thank goodness I'm in a business where I can be a vigilante myself. I can be the judge and jury. And then I sit there and I think of Percy Pringle sitting in a swing over the cage. Then when I beat Matt Borne, he's lowered down to me, I think of that and it really makes me feel good inside. Because last night when the 1, 2, 3 happened, and Matt Borne was beat down in the ring and I was leaving the cage, Percy Pringle slammed the cage door right on my face. Kind of obvious what happened. But then to top it all off, then he locks the cage door and steps inside with Matt Borne. Then Matt Borne takes me in the ring, and I understand, one-on-one. Sure, Matt Borne, I'm trying to injure you. I know you're trying to injure me. But it's been on eye-to-eye level. It's been me against you in the ring. Well, now, you have to have the cage door locked, and then you try to put me out. But that's fine. But now I know what ground you're on, because I'm going to be on the same ground. And I'll do whatever it takes to beat you, Matt Borne. Because Percy Pringle, I got a feeling you've been behind all of this the whole time. And now, you're going to pay for it. I'll go through Matt and Percy Pringle. You belong to me.
Kerry Von Erich and Maniac Matt Borne have another date in the cage on Friday night. Percy Pringle will not be broadcasting with me. He'll be way up there. Let's take a look at the whole Dallas card. USWA action comes to the Dallas Sportatorium Friday night, June the 8th. Bell time is 8 p.m. On the card, you'll see Hollywood John Tatum take on Jimmy Jack Funk. Billy Joe Travis faces off against Dirty White Boy Tom Burton. Jeff Jarrett versus Jeff Gaylord with Skandor Akbar. Chris Adams grapples with Stunning Steve Austin, who's joined by Jeanne. A strap goes on top of a pole as Kevin Von Erich takes on Gorgeous Gary Young. For the World Unified title, Jerry the King Lawler against superstar Bill Dundee. And a return match in a cage with Percy in a sling high above the ring as Kerry Von Erich takes on Matt Borne. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. The Sportatorium at the corner of Industrial and Katie's in Dallas. Well, a couple weeks ago it was your birthday, but it took a match last night to give you your wish. You gonna let us in on it?
Well, now, you know, birthdays come and go. And birthday decorations are a part of it, and that's really no big deal. But this thing started a long time ago. What you people are seeing is kind of a little bit of a slow boil, I guess you could call it. A lot of good people got together and tried to give me a nice surprise, which was great. And just the feeling that they did that made me feel great. Gary Young was responsible for ruining it, all right. I had a little burn inside. I didn't want it to show on television, but evidently it did. I came out here last week to meet Gary Young in that ring and fight it out. Things didn't work out that way. Last night, I had Gary Young. I had him going just the way I wanted him, man. It was sweet. But let me tell you this. Since the match was, the winner gets his wish. My wish is this. You want to try to use the leather strap on me? Hey, folks, do I know what leather straps are all about? Yeah, I know it. And I'll tell you this. Gary Young, you want to meet me man to man? I say my wish is to lay that leather strap in the middle of the ring. You get on one side, I get on the other. Ring the bell and let the best man win. I guarantee you something, Gary Young. I'm going to split you open, and I'm going to lay your back wide open. Cuts. Folks, do you know what'll happen? Let me tell you one other thing, a little bit off the record. I heard what happened to my little brother Kerry last night by Matt Borne and Percy Pringle. If any of you folks for a minute thought you knew Percy Pringle, now you know there's no way to know Percy Pringle. So I'll tell you this right now, Matt Borne, I'm watching. That had better not ever happen again. You give Kerry a shot, or I'll come after you.
It may have been Kevin Von Erich's birthday, but it seems that he might be the man giving out the presents. You want to know how you might become a TV star and be in this ring? Well, you don't have to be an announcer. You can learn the Chris Adams way from his wrestling school.
Hello everybody, this is Gentleman Chris Adams to show you how you can win a 2-year professional wrestling school scholarship worth over $3,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think you have what it takes to become a professional wrestling superstar, listen carefully. On Saturday and Sunday, July the 28th and 29th, the USWA are presenting a 2-day professional wrestling training program, Scholarship Trail. You'll spend 2 days working out in the same ring you see on the national TV here at the world-famous Sportatorium in Dallas. Then, after your training, you will all be assessed on your capabilities and potential, and you could win a 2-year professional wrestling scholarship with the USWA. Our school has already produced one wrestling star, stunning Steve Austin, up-and-coming stars like Dazzling Denise, Ed Robinson, Chris Shelton, Todd Overbow, and many more ready for their television debut. So call me at 214-353-9925.
And there is one of the graduates of the Chris Adams School of Professional Wrestling, Todd Overbow, as he gets set to take on gorgeous Gary Young, who's joined at ringside by the General of Devastation Incorporated, Skandor Akbar. And I don't know if you can see in the background, but Mr. Akbar has a leather strap around his neck. Gorgeous Gary Young, who may be upset that he may be receiving a few gifts, if you will, at the hands of Kevin Von Erich. To the ropes they go. Overbow loses the headlock, and just like two bulls meeting in the middle of the ring, nobody's moving. Overbow ducks under. Drop kick, another drop kick, and Overbow with the headlock. And the belly-to-back suplex breaks the headlock. Gorgeous Gary Young. Forearm to the upper back. And the clothesline. Gorgeous Gary Young. Skandor Akbar comes behind me. I'm worried because he's got that strap in his hand. At least he doesn't have his checkbook out anymore. Here's gorgeous Gary Young with the knee drop to the head of Todd Overbow. An up-and-coming wrestler. Oh. But that'll take you down and out real quick. Nice backdrop by gorgeous Gary Young. He goes to the ropes. Oh, down with that knee. And Gary Young taking charge of young Todd Overbow. Overbo, quite the scientific wrestler, but being beaten by Gary Young right here with a suplex. And he says, that's what it's all about. Happy birthday, Kevin. To the turnbuckle, Todd Overbo's head. Gary Young has been in charge, although Overbo was doing quite well earlier in the match. But the veteran, against an up-and-coming wrestler, the veteran usually has the upper hand because they know quite a few of the tricks. Oh, there's a trick that you eventually learn, and Overbo learned it there. Get out of the way when a big man's coming. Overbo with the drop kick. And now he sends Gary Young to the ropes. DDT by Gary Young. And Todd Overbo with the headache. Uh-oh. That headache is just about to get worse. Pile driver. And I think that will do it. There's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. Young, for counting. The winner of the match, gorgeous Gary Young. I'm going to make my way over to talk to gorgeous Gary Young and the General Skandor Akbar. Well, Gary, seems that there was a birthday a couple weeks ago of Kevin Von Erich, and but it seems like he's going to be the one giving out the presents with a leather strap.
First of all, Jethro, shut up. You're not intelligent enough to be out here anyway. No, Von Erich, you got a lot of problems, boy. I heard you back out here talking, and it looks like to me you're more worried about what's going to happen to little brother than what's going to happen to you next week right here in this square circle. You're the big shot. You want the birthday wish. Birthday wish, so be it. Everybody here last night saw you get your little tail whooped from one pillar to the next. They seen you begging for mercy like a Von Erich always has to do. You got this strap and you want a birthday wish and you want a leather strap in the middle of the ring. Best man win. Well, you're looking at the best man. You know, they got an old Armenian saying. An old saying, it says, only the weak are loved because they're not strong enough to be feared. You're loved. I'm feared. Friday night, all of Dallas is going to watch out, and they're going to see what fear is all about. Fear will be in your eyes because, son, you're entirely too weak to face me. And that's all I got to say, Bodine. It's your party, Kevin. I certainly hope you're ready for it, boy. You're gonna get strapped and strapped good.
General Skandor Akbar and gorgeous Gary Young. Will Gary Young get the strap? We'll find out on Friday. Let's take a break and we'll be back in a minute.
The North American Wrestling Allegiance Head Management brings you 5 big matches every Monday night in Fort Worth at the Stagecoach Ballroom, bell time 7:30, and every Tuesday night, Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas, featuring Kenny the Stinger, the Iceman King Parsons, Killer Tim Brooks, Sensational Steve Casey, Wild Bill Irwin, the Oriental Dragon Master, and more. Bring the kids for a full night of family entertainment. Stagecoach Ballroom, Belden, Pennsylvania in Fort Worth, and Tuesday nights in Dallas at the Longhorn Ballroom. Make your plans to see it live.
You know, folks are always asking us how we make the best barbecue they've ever tasted. Well, I'm going to tell you. Time. We slow smoke our beef 18 hours a day with real hickory to get that down-home Texas flavor. Our ribs and chicken, they're hand-rubbed and gently smoked throughout the day for that sweet taste. So you see, our secret is simple. We're stubborn about quality and work overtime to be sure you'll find the best Texas barbecue
at Coulter's Barbecue.
Hey, now, 4th grade picnic, the movies.
There's Annie.
Gorgeous, huh?
Trading my lunch for the Chicago team card.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, here's our class mother with the Kool-Aid.
That's all my gang drinks. No more soda.
Really?
Yeah, Kool-Aid has less sugar.
Less sugar?
20% less, and every little bit helps.
Look.
Oh, so that's the mush I found in Chris's backpack.
Oh. Having kids means having Kool-Aid.
Less sugar than soda, huh?
It's the magnificent Buick Regal from the James Wood GM Super Center Indicator. The Buick Regal from James Wood is more affordable than ever, with up to $1,250 cash back from GM to you. The Regal watchwords are comfort and style, and at James Wood Indicator, you're buying from Texas' best-in-class Buick dealership, from Regal to Park Avenue and from Skylark to Riviera.
In 1999,
internal systems on alert.
The government finally developed a program to make high schools safe for everyone, except the students.
They cannot be human beings.
They've been waging war with my students. Isn't that what all teachers do?
Now I'm going in there to waste some teachers.
The ultimate teaching machines, out of control. Class of 1999, rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you.
General Skandor Akbar joining me at ringside again, and the checkbook's out.
More business transactions, great, but I'm a very, very busy man. I have a lot of business to take care of. Oh, yes, there's Reggie B. Fine. Fine. I call him Reggie B. Fine because he has a fine mind for this business. Hey, Reggie. Long time no see you, baby. All right. It's been a long time. Very good. Very good.
Please, feel free.
Reggie, you give class to this historical arena. Sweet Daddy and Brick House, you know we're no strangers. You saw earlier that I have my open checkbook, and now I am going to offer you $5,000 apiece to join and work for Devastation Incorporated and be on the top level and look down at all this scum in the Sportatorium.
Did you say $5,000?
$5,000, I've got the checks right here, ready to make payable.
I think he did say $5,000 and the checkbook's open.
Now that's $5,000 apiece.
Hey, you low budget set up while we trying to take care of business up here.
Did you say $5,000
a piece? I said $5,000 each.
Hey, wait a minute, brother. Let me tell you something right now. Akbar, like you said before, we ain't no strangers. But things work a little different with the Uptown Posse. You see, Reggie B. Fine worked for me. Sweet Daddy Falcone is my tag team partner. He listened to what I say, you understand? Things don't happen that way in Devastation Incorporation. Your boys work for you. But let me tell you something right now. Y'all don't want to do this, you understand? I know what's happening. I worked with Akbar before. He'll pay you $5,000 now, but you won't get a penny later on. Now, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And Akbar, first of all, brother, you need to go back and get another checkbook and add a few zeros on there if you want Brick House, you understand? Because I don't come cheap. Hold up. Let's not air out our dirty laundry in front of all these low budgets. You understand what I'm saying, brother? Because $5,000 is a lot of money. $5,000 is a lot of money. You need to think about it a little carefully, baby. Hey, first of all, I don't care where we got to air our dirty laundry. When you talk about the Uptown Posse, you talking about Brick House. Wait a minute now, let me tell you, listen to what I'm saying. I ain't let you wrong yet, have I? Sweet Daddy, you've been with me now for a while. You getting magazine coverage. You was one half of the World Tag Team Championship. Reggie B. Fine, I done took you all the way to the top. Before you met me, brother, nobody knew who you was. Now understand what I'm talking about. I know Akbar, brother. Don't deal with him, you understand? I understand where you coming from, brother, but this ain't no time to be bringing up personal problems, you understand? He talking about $5,000, man. Man, you know let what me I can do with $5,000? As much money as Akbar got, $5,000 ain't nothing but the shell. You want the nut, man. He got to come up with some more zeros, brother. I don't know about all y'all, but I'm finna go in the ring. We got a match. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, Mr. Akbar, don't you worry about a thing, baby. We gonna sign with you. Just give me a
a couple of weeks or maybe a week or something to work out the problem with this boy, and I'll get everything together, baby. Oh, yeah!
Reggie B. Fine and Skandor Akbar ready to do some business, but Brickhouse Brown isn't quite ready to sign. Your checkbook seems to be quite full today.
Oh, yes, indeed it is, Craig. I always get my way, always.
Well, maybe not when it comes to...
I don't live on credit cards like the rest of these Americans.
Here is Billy Joe Travis. He's joined by Chris Germany and...
I'd like to say hello to my Uncle Percy Ledbetter down in Liberty, Mississippi, along with W.L. Linnell, Burnell, Raydell, Marcellus, Cloud, Nugent, and Clovis, and a special hi to Aunt Pet Linda.
I guess the hellos are taken care of today. There you see Brickhouse Brown. He's not happy with Reggie B. Fine. And did you see the look on Reggie's face there? Brickhouse Brown, who has had dealings with Skandor Akbar in the past, doesn't seem like he's ready to sign on the dotted line, but Sweet Daddy Falcone and Reggie B. Fine sure do like the idea of money. There's Billy Joe Travis. He joins with Chris Germany in this bout against the Uptown Posse. And they're still talking about the money, but they've got a match to go in the ring here.
Shut up!
More hellos from Billy Joe than whoever. Action underway. Brickhouse Brown against Billy Joe Travis. The Uptown Posse taking on Billy Joe Travis and Chris Germany. The backdrop. Billy Joe Travis gets the stomp in there to the ropes. And over he goes. A right hook one way, and the posse is down. Billy Joe Travis with those roundhouse rights. And Sweet Daddy Falcone taking a sweet breather. And there you see the Uptown Posse followed by Billy Joe Travis. Well, let's take a break. We'll be back with more in a minute.
No Touch, a new self-cleaning tire polisher. No washing, no scrubbing, not even wiping. Simply spray No Touch. Dirt magically disappears. It brings back the glossy luster, and your tires stay shiny for many weeks. And No Touch is completely safe for wheels and paint. No Touch is a revolutionary new tire care product. Try No Touch today, the cleaning and polishing tire wonder.
Hey, now, 4th grade picnic. Go moving.
There's Annie.
Gorgeous, huh?
Trading my lunch for the Chicago team card.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, here's our class mother with the Kool-Aid.
That's all my gang drinks. No more soda.
Really?
Yeah, Kool-Aid has less sugar.
Less sugar?
20% less, and every little bit helps.
Look.
Ah, so that's the mush I found in Chris's backpack.
Having kids means having Kool-Aid.
Less sugar than soda, huh?
The North American Wrestling Allegiance Head Management brings you 5 big matches every Monday night in Fort Worth at the Stagecoach Ballroom, bell time 7:30, and every Tuesday night, Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas, featuring Kenny the Stinger, the Iceman King Parsons, Killer Tim Brooks, Sensational Steve Casey, Wild Bill Irwin, the Oriental Dragon Master, and more. Bring the kids for a full night of family entertainment. Stagecoach Ballroom, Belknap, Pennsylvania in Fort Worth, and Tuesday nights in Dallas at the Longhorn Ballroom. Make your plans to see it live.
You want more for less?
Yeah.
Right now at all Royal Waterbeds and bedrooms, buy the waterbed, get the works.
The works?
Uh-huh. Buy this complete Royal bookcase waterbed. Get a semi-waveless mattress, 6-drawer underbed storage pedestal, a set of padded rails, mattress pad, even designer sheet set.
Yeah, but how much?
All for just $2.99.
For everything?
The works, just $2.99. Right now at Royal.
Royal Waterbeds and bedrooms.
For the ultimate night's sleep.
Germany cross body block. There's one, but only a count of one. Brickhouse Brown. Russian leg sweep. Brown sends him down. That's one, but he pulls him up after a count of one. Trying to teach the newcomer a few lessons himself. And a clothesline sent in off the whip by Brickhouse Brown. And there's the tag to Sweet Daddy Falcone. Now it seemed as though Falcone and Reggie B. Fine were ready to take the dollars. But I'm not so sure that Brickhouse Brown is ready. He's dealt with Akbar in the past. Oh, Sweet Daddy Falcone with that forearm into the forehead of Chris Germany. Germany would very much like to get a tag over to Billy Joe Travis, but he's in the wrong corner to do that. Sweet Daddy Falcone sends Germany to the ropes. Elbow. Well placed. Billy Joe Travis really wants to get in there and get the tag. There's the front face lock. Clifford Long checking to see if it's a choke, snapmare, and now the chin lock with a pressure to the upper back, courtesy of the knee of Sweet Daddy Falcone. The leverage on the back really gives pain to the neck. And now, while Billy Joe Travis is sent back, a net breaker by Brickhouse Brown. They didn't make a tag. And now Germany takes a trip outside the ring. Billy Joe Travis comes in but can't get around the referee as Reggie B and Sweet Daddy taking charge on the outside. To the side of the apron. Brickhouse Brown suplex nails Germany. The Uptown Posse, and there's some dancing steps from the Brick House. Almost a tag there. Almost a tag to Billy Joe Travis. He just couldn't quite get in. Germany's been taking the punishment here. Billy Joe Travis tried to sneak in, but it's not helping partner Chris Germany. Double clothesline sends Germany south. Here comes Billy Joe Travis. He's going after everybody, and now it's breaking loose in the ring. And out of the ring goes Sweet Daddy Falcone. There's the tag to Billy Joe Travis. Billy Joe Travis taking charge against the Uptown Posse. Noggin knocker. Billy Joe Travis taking charge of Sweet Daddy Falcone. To the middle rope goes Billy Joe Travis. Elbow nails Sweet Daddy. Count of two. To the ropes they go. Billy Joe Travis neck breaker sends down Sweet Daddy Falcone. There's one. There's two. Brown breaks it up. There's the body slam by Billy Joe Travis. Billy Joe Travis wants to end it here. He goes up to the middle rope. He nails him. There's one. There's two. No, not quite two. He gets to the rope. A tag to Germany. And Germany taking charge there. Sweet Daddy Falcone with a couple fingers for the eyes. Couple stomps by Brickhouse Brown. Beautiful move by the Brick House. Picks him up. There's the tag to Sweet Daddy Falcone. Germany wants to get the tag, but Falcone gets it. Short clothesline by Sweet Daddy Falcone. Setting him up. No. I thought it was a side suplex. But off that rope comes Brickhouse Brown. There's one, there's two, and that will do it as Billy Joe Kravitz was grabbed there by Reggie B. Fine. We've got more action coming up. Stay with us. The USWA on tour throughout the Great Southwest. At the Mesquite Rodeo Arena. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Box office opens at 10 a.m. The event sponsored by Arena Promotions at the Mesquite Rodeo Arena. You'll see USWA stars Matt Borne, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, and a girls tag team bout. In Fairfield, Texas, Saturday, June the 9th, bell time 8 p.m. Sponsored by the Freestone County Reserve Deputies and the Freestone County War on Drugs. Action takes place at the Fairgrounds Rodeo Arena, where you'll see Matt Borne, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Steve Austin, Skandor Akbar, and a girls match. In Bowie, Texas, Monday, June 11th at 8 p.m., sponsored by KRJT FM Radio and the Senior Citizens Fund. Action at the VFW Hall, post 8789. You'll see Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, Chris Adams, and the girls. In Rogers, Texas, Tuesday, June the 12th at 8 p.m., sponsored by the Band Boosters and the Pizza Huts in Belton and Temple. Action at the Rogers High School Gym, where you'll see Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, a girls match, and Chris Adams. At Grapevine, Texas, Thursday, June the 14th at 7:30 p.m., sponsored by the AMBUCS, American Business Men's Club. At the Grapevine High School Gym, you'll see Matt Borne, Gary Young, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Austin, and Chris Adams. In Ardmore, Oklahoma, Saturday, June the 16th, bell time 7:30 p.m., sponsored by KTEN TV at Ardmore Summerfest at Walker Stadium. You'll see Matt Borne, Kerry and Kevin Von Erich, and a lot more. Greenville, Texas, Thursday, June the 21st at 8 p.m., sponsored by KGVL and KIKT Radio. And in Waxahachie, Texas, Saturday, June 23rd at 8 p.m., at the high school gym, the USWA on tour.
It's a good party.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, where'd Dave meet her?
The same place I met Sue. I made the connection.
The connection?
Connections USA is the easy way to meet new people.
I made the connection.
Connections, you can meet that special someone.
I made the connection.
Connections USA. Call now. Connect with someone near you. $1.45 per minute.
Hello, everyone. I'm the big new star of the big new movie, Gremlins 2, The New Batch. And here's someone very special to tell you all about it. Boy, this is a really good movie. And there you have it, unsolicited testimonial from Gizmo himself. So listen to Gizmo. You know he'd never lie to anyone.
Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Here they grow again. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 15th at a theater near you.
A weekend afternoon. Anywhere, USA. Where the fanatical gather in mass around small glowing tubes. These are sports fans, and any sports fan worth his TV remote leads off at 7-Eleven. The only place he can grab ice-cold beer and soft drinks at a value, snacks and big bites, all in one trip. You could stop somewhere else, but when it comes down to the final buzzer, sports fans go to 7-Eleven, the sign of the times.
Bob Bartram, are you sure you're eating the most nutritious cornflakes?
I'd bet the house on it.
Amanda Pittman, are you sure you're eating the best tasting cornflakes?
I'd bet the family jewels.
You may not know it, but now there's a cornflake from Total. Total cornflakes have twice the vitamin and mineral nutrition of Kellogg's, and they taste better too. So before you bet on your cornflakes, remember, the best cornflakes are from Total.
And I don't believe we've had the pleasure here
Well, everybody's seeing a great deal of the great man tonight. And my latest acquisition is the Angel of Death. I call him the Master of Doom. He's been on a successful tour of the Middle East, Singapore, Guam, and this man is tenacious. This man is one tough individual. And you're going to be seeing him here in the USWA for a long, long time. The Angel of Death.
I believe the General has said it all, and we're going to see the Angel in the ring in action here on Championship Sports. The Angel of Death. Now, we've seen the Angel before. He has not been here in a while, but this is a very dangerous individual. When the Angel of Death is around, mayhem usually follows. And now that he's a member of Devastation Incorporated, you really have to wonder what Skandor Akbar has in that checkbook. It seems to be endless funds. The Angel of Death, his opponent, the Convict. The Angel of Death standing, around 6'8" or 6'9", just plain huge. And once again, the Convict, as he usually does, loses the hat. Corporal punishment, courtesy of the Angel of Death. Maybe solitary confinement would be preferable to this. And a clothesline with authority from the Angel of Death. A man with few words, but quite a few actions. Just absolutely ripping at the mouth of the Convict.
I seen that.
An impressive individual, the Angel of Death, with those big boots. Now, I wear a size 11, and those feet are quite a bit bigger than mine. So those boots have a lot more impact than the average shoe, I guess. Angel of Death, a devastating knee to the forehead. That will give you a headache, and there's a man with very few headaches. General Skandor Akbar, having things go his way sometimes this evening, other times it's been a little shaky. Hasn't been able to sign just everybody he wants to, but this is a big commodity. Could become a franchise player, and taking a seat in the front row is the Convict. The Convict didn't buy a ticket for that chair, but the Angel of Death playing the role of usher, I guess. An impressive individual, the Angel of Death. To the ropes, big boot. I told you it was bigger than the average shoe, and that one had a big impact on the Convict. Into the corner, the Angel sends him over here, and will it be a heavenly message from the Angel? Oh, yes, it was. The Angel of Death, the Convict, is out, and 1, 2, 3. The Angel of Death, quite impressive in his debut. Your winner, the Angel of Death. The Angel of Death, the newest member of Devastation Incorporated. Let's take a look at this Friday night's card here at the Sportatorium. USWA action comes to the Dallas Sportatorium Friday night, June the 8th. Bell time is 8 p.m. On the card, you'll see Hollywood John Tatum take on Jimmy Jack Funk. Billy Joe Travis faces off against Dirty White Boy Tom Burton. Jeff Jarrett versus Jeff Gaylord with Skandor Akbar. Chris Adams grapples with stunning Steve Austin, who's joined by Jeanne. A strap goes on top of a pole as Kevin Von Erich takes on gorgeous Gary Young. For the World Unified title, Jerry the King Lawler against superstar Bill Dundee. And a return match in a cage with Percy in a sling high above the ring as Kerry Von Erich takes on Matt Borne. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. The Sportatorium at the corner of Industrial and Katie's in Dallas.
Listen. Listen to the sounds. Listen to the sounds of a whole other world. Apple cinnamon Cheerio.
Real apples, whole grain oats, and cinnamon make every O taste as great as it sounds.
Listen to the sounds of a whole other O. Apple cinnamon Cheerio.
Rodney D. Young presents When the World Was Young, Part 2. In ancient times,
Okay, back it up. Looking good. Yeah. Look
having an accident could really leave you between a rock and a hard place. But even if you have an accident today, Rodney D. Young can still offer you auto liability insurance and prices that won't leave you flat.
We're talking serious overtime here.
Call 943-7303 today.
Think young, Rodney D. Young. $2 per minute.
You want more for less?
Yeah.
Right now at all Royal Waterbeds and bedrooms, buy the waterbed, get the works.
The works?
Uh-huh. Buy this complete Royal bookcase waterbed. Get a semi-waveless mattress, 6-drawer underbed storage pedestal, a set of padded rails, mattress pad, even designer sheet set.
Yeah, but how much?
All for just $2.99.
For everything?
The works, just $2.99. Right now at Royal.
Royal Waterbeds and bedrooms.
For the ultimate night's sleep.
The Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, a man who bench presses over 600 pounds. He's joined by the untouchable Scott Braddock. Of course, both of them joined at the ring by General Skandor Akbar. Talk about a couple of guys who are proud of their physiques. I've seen less posing in a Vogue magazine or whatever happens to be on the coffee table at my parents' house. Their opponents, Jimmy Jack Funk and Frogman LeBlanc. Now, if you haven't been with us in the past couple of weeks, Jimmy Jack Funk, the unofficial marshal of the USWA, a man who has his eye on one man only. That's General Skandor Akbar. Don't mess with Texas. The Duster. Jimmy Jack Funk clearing the ring with a cowbell. Cowbell has a name. The name escapes me at the current time. Bobby Sue, the name of the cowbell. Thank you, Video Bob and crew back in the truck. There you see Frogman LeBlanc.
Come on, bring your...
Jeff Gaylord picking up a chair. Here's Jimmy Jack Funk, the pride of the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. Giving the hat to one of the USWA ringettes. Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger, and the untouchable Scott Braddock. Two key members of Devastation Incorporated.
And one thing we don't do, we do not cheat.
A group that is growing by the, I was about to say by the day, but it seems by the hour. Skandor Akbar signed Chico Torres at the beginning of the day's activities. Is in really good negotiations with Reggie B. Fine and Sweet Daddy Falcone. And a nice rollover leg lock by Jimmy Jack Funk on the untouchable Scott Braddock. Braddock takes a break to the ropes and shakes off the leg. The General has joined me.
Hey, this Funk, this low-down Texas punk is taking it upon himself as being the Grand Marshal of USWA or whatever. Well, he doesn't know in that demented mind who he's dealing with. He's dealing with devastation. And each time that he makes a threat or an accusation, he's going to pay, and he's going to pay dearly. Marshal, indeed.
Seems that Skandor Akbar is afraid that the Grand Marshal may rain on his parade. Shoulder breaker one time to Gaylord. Here's Braddock getting set to meet the shoulder breaker of Jimmy Funk. The unofficial marshal of the USWA with the armbar locked into the untouchable Scott Braddock. And now those Texas boots with an imprint on the side of Scott Braddock's face. Frogman LeBlanc, Jimmy Jack Funk's tag team partner. That armbar cinched in well by the pride of the Double Cross Ranch. Now, hip toss. And that arm still in pain as he locks it up with the leg scissors. Let's take a break right here while we have an opportunity. There's a count of one. You won't miss any of the action. We'll be back right after this.
You know, folks are always asking us how we make the best barbecue they've ever tasted. Well, I'm going to tell you. Time. We slow smoke our beef 18 hours a day with real hickory to get that down-home Texas flavor. Our ribs and chicken, they're hand-rubbed and gently smoked throughout the day for that sweet taste. So you see, our secret is simple. We're stubborn about quality and work overtime to be sure you'll find the best Texas barbecue.
At Coulter's Barbecue.
When I build a home, I use only the finest quality materials. I never use imported Mexican adobe brick. They have no holes. Concrete limestone brick? No holes. Chicago antique brick? Right, no holes. I use only Acme brick. These holes give the brick inner strength. And it also has the Acme name, which you can find here or here. If you don't see the Acme name, you're not getting Acme quality. Acme brick, the best thing to have around your house.
Rodney DeYoung presents When the World Was Young, Part 2. In ancient times,
Okay, back it up. Looking good. Yeah,
having an accident could really leave you between a rock and a hard place. But even if you have an accident today, Rodney DeYoung can still offer you auto liability insurance and prices that won't leave you flat.
We're talking serious overtime here.
Call 943-7303 today.
Think young, Rodney DeYoung.
Joe, why don't you ever take off those silly glasses?
As a lad, I was turned down for a car loan. Stricken with shame, I put on these glasses, vowing never to remove them until everyone who deserves a car loan can get one. You can buy a car at Westway.
Like this 87 Ford Escort for a low $135 a month.
That's why they call Joe Greed the Loan Arranger.
Westway. Parts and service open until midnight weekdays and 5 on Saturday.
Meet the teachers of tomorrow. Computer-driven.
1 million megabytes.
and programmed to kill.
Now let's eliminate the bad influence.
Now I'm going in there to waste some teachers.
Class of 1999, the ultimate teaching machines out of control. Class of 1999, rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you.
And we're back. It's Chic Scott Braddock. Excuse me, the untouchable Scott Braddock. Using the trunks of Jimmy Jack Funk to try to roll over, but it's Jimmy Jack Funk giving the tag to Frogman LeBlanc. And now it's Scott Braddock working on the arm of the Frogman. Scott Braddock twists that elbow. The elbow's not supposed to go that way, and Braddock is sending it that way. Knee to the midsection. Braddock with a clothesline on the Frogman. Braddock nudges Funk, and now a double team, and no tag made as Jeff Gaylord comes in. Jeff Gaylord with the headlock cinched in on Frogman LeBlanc. Now with the front face lock. Got the suplex. Looked like he might have been going for the DDT, but rolled him over. It still had its effect on the Frogman. And now the man who can bench press 600 pounds takes Frogman up into the air and dumps him. And now Gaylord says, come on in, Jimmy Jack. And once again, no tag, but they do switch. Scott Braddock in now, setting him up for the suplex. And he gets it well placed as the pressure on the back of Frogman LeBlanc. There's one, there's two, but he pulls him up. Knee lift by the untouchable one. He coaxes Funk back into the ring, and once again, another switch.
Jimmy Jack Funk, he's a rule breaker, he's a gutter snap, he's a low-down individual, and all these people rally behind Jimmy Jack Funk. I don't understand it, but I can understand this. Jimmy Jack, you're headed for a lot of trouble.
A promise from the General. Jeff Gaylord dishing out the punishment. Oh, that clothesline just landed on the Frogman. The Missouri Tiger nails him with the elbow to the back of the neck. Frogman desperately needing the tag to Jimmy Jack Funk. And now we finally see an actual tag by Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock. Frogman, and there's Akbar. Akbar over there, and you couldn't see it on the screen, but Skandor Akbar nailed LeBlanc. Jimmy Jack Funk chasing after Skandor Akbar. Meanwhile, in the ring, Frogman LeBlanc gets sent to the turnbuckle. An elbow to the back of the neck. LeBlanc needs a tag. Braddock sends him over to the corner. Wide open is the Frogman. And now the double team. They send him to the rope. Clothesline. And Jeff Gaylord and Frogman LeBlanc. And Jimmy Jack Funk says, I've had enough of this. He's coming in and ring that bell. Not the ring. Well, you can ring the ring bell too. As Akbar calls retreat, and Scott Braddock meeting the bell of Jimmy Jack Funk. And Devastation Incorporated being chased out of the Sportatorium by the unofficial marshal of the USWA, taking care of law and order, Jimmy Jack Funk. We've had a lot of action on this edition of Championship Sports.
Remember, Akbar, I'm the marshal!
And he's taking care of law and order. Remember Friday night at the Sportatorium. A lot going on. You'll see a strap in the middle of the ring as Kevin Von Erich takes on gorgeous Gary Young. Inside the steel cage, Percy Pringle held high above the ring. It's Kerry Von Erich, the Texas champion, against Maniac Matt Borne. And Bill Dundee going for the unified world title as he gets his shot against Jerry the King Lawler. Let's try to keep some order here, folks.
If you think you have got rid of me, then you have another thing coming. The only reason today that I am wearing this tape and this neck brace is for one reason and one reason only, Jeanne Clark, and that's the...
Gentlemen, Chris Adams taking care of business with stunning Steve Austin. As I get out of the way here. The chair that I've been sitting in may not be sittable anymore. As gentlemen, Chris Adams trying to get some revenge for that chair that went into his neck. Now to the table they go. Adams wants Austin in the ring. They go into the ring. It's a dogfight between gentlemen Chris Adams and stunning Steve Austin. Adams working with that injured neck. And he double pumped the super kick, put it right into the midsection. Gentlemen, Chris Adams, who was too injured even to come to the TV taping, and he hit him on the back of the neck. Steve Austin hits Adams on the back of that injured neck, and he goes after the neck again. A boot to the back of the neck of gentleman Chris Adams by stunning Steve Austin. And now he's trying to take the brace off. He's got it off. That neck is unprotected. Remember, he had hit him with a chair almost. He was trying to break his neck, and now he's got him wrapped up in the ropes. Chris Adams helpless in the ropes. Double axe handle to the back. And now here comes Jeanne. Jeanne is stepping into the ring. Jeanne, the ex-wife of gentleman Chris Adams. Adams says that's all in the past, but Jeanne apparently harboring a few memories from there. Austin taking charge, and Jeanne mocking gentleman Chris Adams. Oh, not this again. Not this again. Jeanne getting set to slap gentleman Chris Adams and gets him once. And gets him again. She just looking like she enjoys it so much. Is there... The crowd is roaring. It's Toni. It's Toni. Toni Adams coming to the ring. Toni looking mad. Gets into the ring. Hello. And look at the first. It's gentleman Chris Adams taking charge, and Toni looks at Jeanne and says, "Lady, you're all mine." And there they go. Austin has his hands and throws Toni away. And now making their escape, Steve Austin and Jeanne. And Toni looks like she may go after him and is going after him. Toni going up the aisle, chasing after. Well, we've had a lot of action on this edition of Championship Sports. Been flying solo because I guess I've lost a broadcast partner, Percy Pringle. What's Percy gonna think when he has to swing high above the ring from a perch? Unable to interfere, if you will. We'll just have to see Friday night right here at the Sportatorium. Remember, bell time is 8 p.m. Tickets go on sale at 9 o'clock at the Sportatorium box office, and the doors open at 6:30. We'll see you here, a lot of matches, and we'll also see you right here on KTVT Channel 11, the Super Ones for Championship Sports, 10:30 each and every week.